G'day, g'day. Guess what? I love this rig. Love the setup. Check out this top handle. Look at what it can do. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Joe Stefan here from LimeBluMedia in partnership with George's Cameras. In today's video, we're going to be talking about cage systems for your camera, and in particular my setup for what I like to use. Now, there are a few cage systems out there, but I personally use the Tilta system for my Sony FX3 camera. So I'm going to give you a breakdown of this cage system as much as possible so you can learn and utilize certain tools to suit your production needs. So this is a full metal cage made by Tilta, which you can build up as much as you like, or you can strip it down to be a minimal setup if you're on the go. On the left and right hand sides, there are a couple of mounting points that enable you to lock the cage into the camera body so that it fits nice and snug. There is also this side handle on the right, which is a nice leather material. It feels great, it's adjustable and very comfy to use. On the top, you have a NATO rail that screws directly into the two mounting points on the FX3. Having this allows you to use a NATO rail handle or the cold shoe handle. And on the left-hand side, you have a cold shoe mount if you want to mount a microphone or other accessory as well. On the bottom, there are 4 1/4-20 mounts, and there's also the standard Arca Swiss plate, which is compatible with all your Arca Swiss tripod heads. And you also have a magnetic tool on the bottom, which is pretty handy. You can make the cage a half cage by unscrewing these 2 screws and take the right hand side of the cage off to further minimize your setup. Now, good magic arms are hard to come by, and I've had quite a few brands before that were either too flimsy or not robust enough, but this one by Tilta is extremely functional and the build quality is amazing and it just looks good. The trick when using an external monitor is that you need to mount it so that it's weighted evenly, so it's not too front heavy or back heavy. There is also the advanced side power handle, which you can mount to the left side of the cage, and a cold shoe mount on the top as well. Now, this handle can be powered by a Sony MPF 550 battery and comes with a USB-C cable which you can connect to the camera. It enables you to record using the button on the top of the handle, but what I do love about this handle is that you can also rotate it forward or back by holding this button and turning the handle. This is awesome for when you want to shoot low angles or high angles, as it's more ergonomic and reduces wrist fatigue, especially old wrists like mine. I love it. And I think every side handle should have this feature. Come on, everyone. On the front over here, I have the Tilta Mirage matte box system with variable ND. It has a 95mm clamp-on standard design with the industry standard circular filter cartridge drop-in design. You can also use square 4x5x6.5 panel filters at the same time. This kit comes with the variable ND manual wheel, and it supports a range of stylistic filters like black pro mist, multicolored filters, and more. The built-in stops are between 0.3 and 2.7 stops of ND. A really cool feature is having this Nucleus Nano motor adapter, which you can screw on to the top of the variable ND filter. And now you can actually adjust the stops of the variable ND using this little wheel, which is a lot easier when shooting on the fly and needing to adjust the exposure in different environments. And if you don't have variable NDs built into your camera, this system would actually be a perfect addition for you. Now, this top handle is unreal. Not only can you mount another accessory via the cold shoe mount, but my favorite part is you can turn it so that you can shoot vertical. You just have to click the button, turn the handle, horizontal, vertical mode. How good is that? So rather than going for a V-mount battery on the back, I have purchased an Anton Bauer Titan battery base plate which sits underneath the camera. It has its own mounting plate and clips into the base just like this. And you can use a dummy battery to P-tap cable to power up the camera. This usually gives me about 7 hours of battery on a single charge, which is awesome, especially on those long days shooting. I also use the Atomos Ninja V as an external monitor, However, when I'm shooting vertical content, I like to keep my rig simple and not have the monitor attached. This cage system is very robust and modular, and it allows you to rig your camera in the way that's comfortable and functional for you. And there you have it. This is my own personal setup for my FX3. It's amazing to use, it's modular, I can rig it out as much or as little as I want depending on the type of shoot I have. I hope this gives you an idea on one of many ways you can rig out your camera. So if you have any questions about the Tilta Cage or any other product in this video, pop them in the comments below, or you can visit George's Cameras in George Street, Sydney, Australia. Be sure to follow on Instagram and Facebook to keep up to date with all their latest promotions and offerings. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel as we post videos regularly. Until then, stay tuned.